I'm Max Greenwald. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and this is a charity that I'm really passionate about.
I was homeless for about 18 months. I have a mental illness called schizoaffective disorder, and it causes delusions of, grandiose nature. You can't maintain a job, you can't maintain a residence. So that's what happened. I lost my job, I lost my apartment, and being in a delusional state, I drove out to the East Coast, and then I became homeless there. So during that period of 18 months, I realized what the homeless experience is like and how difficult it is to get out of it. The project comes from that period when I was homeless, because I saw everything, how people struggle and how it's such a fragmented system, and it's really difficult to get out of it once you're in. I was so discouraged and distraught when I was homeless because I saw people weren't getting the help that they need. They were just floundering, just getting by. I would see people hand out food and clothing and things like that, but that's just like scratching the surface. At any given time, there's about 11,000 people in Denver who are homeless. We estimated that about 70% of those people don't have watches. On Time for Recovery is my nonprofit, and I do that part-time. We help in a couple of ways. We help directly by giving them a tool that helps them recover from homelessness. The second way we help is by advocating for people who are homeless. So we try to educate people in the community, what homelessness really is and what people need to recover from it. And also it advocates for people who are homeless because the watch is a symbol of recovery. People take it for granted that they have access to timepieces, whether it's on their computer, their cell phone, or if they have a watch. People just take it for granted because we're such a schedule-driven society. But when you're homeless, if you want to recover, you still need to know what time it is. So we get these donations of used watches, and we also buy new watches. And then we take those watches and we go to different providers like shelters, and we collect and distribute watches. One thing I realized was that in order to hold a job, I had to be there on time. And when I didn't have a watch, there was no way I could keep a job because I couldn't get up in the morning on time to get to work. And at the time, I went to Florida to try to find work, and I did find work. I got up somehow in the morning and made it to a job, got a paycheck, and the first thing I bought was a watch. People are very appreciative because there's no one else doing it, and it's a need that's been out there for a long time. They'll come up and they'll say, "This is just what I was looking for. This is just what I needed. How did you know?" You have to have some kind of support. You have to have assistance to get out of homelessness.